I suppose when I look back at my youth in the orphanage, there were a lot of things that happened. Not to mention the sexual abuse and the verbal abuse and all types of things like that. And but there's one day I remember really good, really well. We kids never had anything. We never owned anything. I never owned a pair of pants or a shirt or a toy. Didn't own anything. And of all the abuses, this is the one thing that hurts me the most. And it's not what you think it would be. The name of the story is Toys in the Closet. I can still remember those orphanage closets as if it were only yesterday. Those always blocked wooden doors were located in every building at the Children's Home Society Orphanage in Jacksonville, Florida. The closets were a very scary place for us orphans. We boys spent several 2 or 3 day periods locked away in a dark, scary closet without food or water or a place to go to the bathroom. As a 6-year-old orphan boy, I have lied in the dark corner of those closets many times with blood dripping from my head wounds that I'd received from the house parents. Such beatings happened because I didn't wax the checkerboard floor correctly, or I left the soap sock in the sink, or I forgot to flush the toilet, or forgot to even ask permission to use the bathroom. Even today, at age 62, I still won't enter a dark closet without the aid of a flashlight or a lamp in hand. That seems strange. It's true that we did get into much mischief as little boys. There was never anything for us to do. We had no toys to play with. We had to make things out of sticks and cans, and even those were taken away from us. Once in a while, we'd sneak around and build an army fort under the ground and then cover it up with anything that we could find, a piece of wood or something, and then cover it with pine straw. We used to hide in them for hours at a time just to feel safe. Sometimes we'd climb up into the trees and jump into the large clumps of bamboo bushes crashing to the ground. It was a very dangerous thing to do, but it was fun. It was something to do. Besides, nobody at the orphanage really cared if we got hurt anyway. However, they did get mad if we were laughing too loud or if we were making noise. One afternoon, I was instructed to go over to the main dining room. That's where the head matron, Mother Winters, lived. When I entered the building, I didn't see her anywhere, so I walked over to the large, long hallway that led down to her bedroom. I stopped at the dark entrance of the hallway, and I just stood there quietly waiting for her. "Mother Winters, it's Roger. Mother Winters, it's Roger Dean." As I nervously looked for her to approach, I noticed the closet door next to the little bathroom was slightly ajar. That totally surprised me. Those closets were always locked. I took one giant step forward and I pushed the door open slightly with my finger. This was the only closet that I'd never been locked in, and we never could figure out why. However, as I inched my way very slowly into the small, long, slender closet, I finally understood why. For as far as my little eyes could see, there were presents and toys that went on forever and ever, all the way from the floor to the ceiling. There were tons of roller skates and balls and lots of baseball bats and gloves. And there were little cars and some big old trucks that could carry real dirt in them. I saw some metal and plastic airplanes too. Many looked like they could really fly. And I think there was some that used real gas to make them go way up in the sky and they could fly far away. In addition to that, I saw lots of little gun and holster sets. And there were girl things too, like little doll houses and little bitty doll clothes and stuff. I stood there for the longest time just wondering why Mother Winters had all this good stuff in the closet to play with, and we didn't have anything. Very carefully, I reached over and I started to quietly play with a few of the green toy soldiers that were there lined up on the shelf. I lined them up for battle and they fought each other. Some of them died when they fell off the wooden shelf onto the floor. However, I made them come back to life so I could play with them over and over again. "What the damn hell are you doing in here?" yelled Mother Winters. "Nothing, ma'am," I said, as I placed my hands behind my back. "Put your damn hand on that doorway." "That's going to hurt me again, Mother Winters," I stammered. Mother Winters had slammed my hand in the doorway once before when she caught me looking into the kitchen pantry. I was taking one of those special boxes of raisins that she liked because I was hungry. "Put your damn hand in the damn doorway," she demanded through gritted teeth. "I can't, Mother Winters. It just hurts too bad when you do that." I turned my eyes toward the speckled terrazzo floor. Mother Winters grabbed me by the shirt collar and she slammed my face into the bottom shelf where all the toys were stacked. Toys fell everywhere as I crashed to the floor. "Keep your little ugly ass right there until I get the damn bolo paddle. Do you understand me?" she asked firmly. "Yes, ma'am, Mother Winters." As she disappeared down the long hallway, I began picking up the little green soldiers that had fallen onto the floor. I noticed that some of them had blood all over them. I began picking them up as fast as I could and placing them into my pants pocket so I could play with them later. When Mother Winters returned, I said, "Mother Winters, my teeth are loose and I'm hurting real bad in my face." Her eyes got real big and white, and then she went ahead and hit me with a bolo paddle real hard one time on the top of the head. "You get your ugly little ass back over to the dormitory building and get up to your room, and you stay there for the rest of the day. And no supper for you." When I got back to the dormitory, I told all the other boys about the toys and presents in the closet. Then I went upstairs to the bathroom and I wet some toilet paper, which I put in my mouth so the blood would stop and my teeth wouldn't move around so much anymore. Then I went to my room, as I was told, and I played war games on my bed with the Fly Buddy soldiers. However, they didn't want to play very long because they was hurt real bad and they were bloody too. So two of the little soldiers and me cried together, and then I fell asleep until the next day.